Yes, snake, yes. The snake is snug. The snake is slithered and snug. As you can see, this is me. No masks. Just a hood. There. Since I'm in my room of requirement, I can just walk around without a hood or a mask on. Yes. Welcome to my room of requirement. First, we have a statue of Thestrals. Grand creatures. You can only see them after you have killed someone. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean after you've seen someone die. Doesn't have to be by your hand. I just killed so many people in this game. This world, I consider it all a game. See? Sneaky, sneaky game. There's my annoying house elf. Oh dear. If I didn't need him to nonchalantly sweep the same spots over 100 times, I would get rid of him. Now over here we have a mirror of myself so I can admire my greatness. Something's kind of up with this mirror, I don't really know what it is, but that's how it is. Here we have occult artifacts, as I am greatly a big fan of the occult, and Jack-in-the-Boxes because they're scary, and other things of the horror variety, and all sorts of dark magic, my personal favorite. Here we have a suit of armor. These are symbolic of how I am as a person. I am very much defending of myself, and I'm also rather horny. Now this here is a shelf unit of various dark magic things, as you can see. And they magically go back into place, yes. And then here's my sit down and study things chair, I suppose. I don't really have a name for this chair, it's just a fucking chair. Now, as I was saying, I like to have rules on the board, on the wall rather, so I can laugh at them. They don't apply to me. These don't apply to me. These are for simpletons. I do what I want. Mine. Now, anyways, here we have more of the occult. Statues. Awards I've stolen. I've stolen a lot of these. Very identical to the other shelves, but they are all unique in their own ways, of course. Again, much like me, Phoenix, rare bird, rare magical creature, regal, like me. Likewise, a unicorn, rare, and it has a horn, because it is also horny. And
Dick thinks you should
silence.
be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Silence. Giving a tour. No. Where was I? No. Yes. Here we have the butterflies. They're all dead. So beauty always dies. I like to look at that and think of such things, yes. And here's my I'm super special chair. I call this one my sit down and think about how sneaky and snaky I am. Yeah, sneakiest. Oh, now. Which way should we go? Alright, let's go this way. Now, this should open up for more, but it won't let me. I do like that there's no face in there. And a nice dramatic little winged creature there. Winged bat dragon thing of some sort, yes. So, now, here we have a beach. This is the Cadenberg beach. Birch of Cadenberg. Place that I my late Beatrice and I talked about going, but never went. Now, who is the Beatrice, you might be wondering? Beatrice is my late girlfriend, my late lady love. I like these there, little nymphs. Anyways, we have more occult books here. There's items and more Jack-in-the-Boxes. That looks like, I don't know what, but various things are stolen and taken from dead bodies and all that good stuff. Now, moving on. Here we have my Hall of Reflection. I call this my Beatrice Hall. Yes. These pictures represent my relationship with Beatrice and her death. Here we have when we were first lovers, and we would go to the forest of Legalia Forest. Only she and I knew of it. As you can see, there's a little Niffler. We named him Niffy. Some other creatures. And that's supposed to be me and her. And after we moved in together, we would begin to grow apart. We would talk, but she would mostly talk and I would look away, thinking about how I'm going to take over the world and do other things, or use dark magic, or the greatness of me and my household. Yes. I've changed the way the pictures are, as you can see. Anyways, these here down here are her favorite magical creatures. She likes the mooncalf, the Diricrow, and she was a Sagittarius. And here's when our relationship got filled with turmoil and sadness. We would bicker and argue, and she was just tired of it. So, under mysterious circumstances, she sadly died. Here is her favorite flower, a purple rose. I do miss her. But that's what that hall is all about. Here we have my favorite painting, wizards attending a dark ritual. This is around the time that I first lost my lady love. I began getting quite interested in the dark arts and dark rituals and all of that. Yes, I do greatly admire this, and I wish I was with them, these dark wizards, about their dark rituals and such. That's my interpretation of it anyway. Then we have here, I don't remember that guy's name, but he is a noble. Bertram. Yes, his name is Bertram. Bertram, and then I don't remember. Bertram. I really don't recall. This guy's name is Flavius or something. I don't know. This is... what is his name? I don't recall. Was it Dimitri? I think it was Dimitri. Yes, Dimitri. Dimitri and Flavius. Flavius. Yes. And we have that. I did not get that. I don't know why that is there. And we have there great Chiselworth. My Uncle Chiselworth, yes. A great man he is. Filled with ambition and money. And there's his assistant, I don't know his name. The very sneaky little Slytherin crest there, yes. And there's the Hogwarts symbol where I can think about how superior Slytherin is. And here's, I can't think of his name, Eugene or something. Eugene, he was filled with an interest in potions, and he told me once that he poisoned people. I greatly admire him. Yes. This is my chair of ambition. I have 2 of them. This is my first chair of ambition. Sit on there and read books or think about how I will wish to be like my great Uncle Chiselworth. Moving on, we have this gentleman. Thomas, I think his name is. Nothing too fancy, but what's more important is that he's holding a ball of dark magic and energy, and he's interested in it. Yes. There's a merfolk of some sort. Books and such. The dark wizardry. The dark arts and all that good stuff. Beautiful, I must say. Now, greatness of Slytherin. And like me, I ascending, and I have glorious purpose, as Loki says. And this is me looking out into the sun and the like. Manifest purpose, manifest mission, manifest destiny. All me. Now this is the Hall of Dreams. Beatrice and I came up with all these ideas. We were going to create these inventions together. And all these would be in our fantasy world. A magical world of only just she and I. Monuments of places we wanted to go but never did. And our own personal paradise convalesced with this idea of a floating isle. Hopefully I will make it there someday as I become more and more powerful. Possibly even stopping death. We shall see. This here is more astrology and things like that which I will use to plot my ascendancy. This here is a tree, and that's a diagram of beast parts, eyes specifically, with a phoenix, description of phoenix, rare and majestic and regal like myself. And there is a portrait of, I don't remember what that is, let me see. That is a portrait of, what is that? That is a gnome. Yes, a gnome. It looks very sinister. I love it. Now, down here we have a Grabhorn. This is in my inner sanctum now. Welcome to my inner sanctum. 2 Iron Maidens. Symbolic of what I would do to anyone who somehow finds their way into my room of requirement. Here are magic artifacts, no doubt, that could be used for a dark and sinister purpose. Beautiful. Grabhorn. Dark and sinister purpose, indeed. Grabhorn. The energy I have of a Grabhorn every day. And pumpkins. I love Halloween, as does my late Beatrice. Oh dear. Now, here is my throne. A couch that is overly large, perfect to lay down on. I'm here more than my actual bedroom, my common room. There's 2 dragon monuments there. Dereliction Swamp, Swamp of Dereliction. Favorite swamp that I've gone to. Killed many a creature and magical being there, and then disposed of their bodies, took their ashes and their heads. We will return to that later. Here's a fish. I don't know, it just looked like it was in pain or sad as it travels the waters. I love it. Makes me quite happy, for I wish to make beings feel such a way with my power and greatness and those who do not know it. That is a worm. Digs in deep to people's plans and feasts. Beautiful. But most beautiful of all, the bat. Infernal. Always up to mischief. Flying. Causing fear and terror in the eyes and hearts of many. regardless of what they say, if they're afraid of it or not. Dog candles, my favorite. Yes. Here we have an erumpent horn. I don't really know the terminology. I just like to kill them and post their remains on my wall and talk about how it brings me such pleasure. Now, this here is my dark arts table. I use all sorts of forbidden objects for experimentation. And then this is for my greatness of odds and ends, and yes, I shall use this to create a Death Eater mask to follow the ways of the darkest of all wizards, and witches for that matter. This here is my potion table where I can experiment with various potions. As you can see, I am very astute in the matter. Potions and such, which I will use. Great poison and power and more. Maybe my herbology, I don't really use this one too much, but in case I want to create poisonous plants, or big plants that sing and eat people. Here is my study, not study per se, but my writing desk. Nobody can see the darkness in my plans of all the diabolical things I will write and manipulate others with that. The pen is mightier than the sword, and I will use it for my own personal gain and the destruction of others and all that goes against what I want. Yes. Now, here is a way for me to think about how I'm going to take over the world, and here is the earth of which I will take over. And then we have various dead elves that I have killed. Darsavius is the most difficult. Tarvish, Jacques, Jack, and Jacques, Jack, Scarvin, Tarvish, Scarvin. Tarvish is over here. Tarvish, Jacques, Jack, Scarvin, Darsavius, the most diabolical of dark elves that I have ever encountered. But of course I killed him, not a problem at all. And I put his ashes in this particular urn. They are tokens I obtained from a witch doctor when I agreed to use dark magic. I didn't really agree to it, I just told the witch doctor that I was going to do that. I told him he would give me these masks, I would use Avada Kedavra on him. Yes. And here is some weaponry I found from another shaman who wore a strange helmet with horns on it. Very strange. Anyways, this is a stand that is going to be for something very diabolical and powerful that no one has ever seen before. A cursed object that perhaps I will curse, or I will turn it into my own diabolical dark object. Yes. This is my study here, yes. Banner of Greatness. Academy of your Curiosities. Dark Curiosities, which I will use for my own purposes, and a nice little snow globe there for when I want to relax. A nice little Rubik's Cube star thing. A dark evil owl looking thing. Yes. A large merperson, merfolk, and a book. And more books of darkness and evil. A mirror that doesn't even work because it's so corrupted by evil. Evil darkness. Evil darkness. I get so lost in that. Here's a table shall we use to experiment with the magical artifacts. I shall strike them and try and see what they do. This cause all kinds of chaos and mischief. There's a skull and other various dark objects. I think you see a pattern here. I am only interested in the occult and the dark, sinister things, yes. I use a book, The Darkest of Arts. That's the book I'm reading, by author unknown. I got it from the restricted section, of course. This is my chair of relaxation. I sit here, relax, and think about how I will cause destruction, chaos, things that bring me joy, how I will do better than anyone else, and cause all manner of pain and suffering, and use Avada Kedavra however I wish. I ended up choosing to have eternal power, the dark power that even the professor told me, Professor Fig, he said, after all that, you're still going to take the dark power? Such an annoying waste of potential. Yes. I, on the other hand, will use my dark arts and dark power to be the most powerful, influential wizard of all time. I will bring about dark wizardry, kill anyone who opposes, and continue my rise of ranks and greatness. My ascendancy shall continue on forever. Those elves I killed were just a taste of what I can do. Oh, I'm just too humble and modest, I must say. But I am superior to anyone, and I will use my power to kill whoever I want. Thank you for joining me on this tour. So much more darkness on the way. But first, to take away all this music, not to drive a person insane and use the Iron Maidens if I had no other option other than just this music. Welcome to my cat world. My land of magical cats. Yes. I have all my magical cats here. Dark and brooding. Just the way I like it, of course. Yes. Mr. Troublepuffs. We have my pie, Ms. Troublepuffs, which is a shiny. Lorelei, which is a shiny. Debak, shiny. Cartman Kitty. Spaghetti. Beef Stroganoff. Ms. Snuggles. Nice kitten. Debussy. Right. Debussy. I love Debussy. Wendy Testerberger. Kai Broflovsky. Yes. I don't like to go all there. It's all warm and mushy.
Deep thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
Here. The vivarium. And so forth. 1, 2. Let's go check out the beach real quick. There's the beach. Nothing there. Too tranquil and reminds me of my Lady Beatrice. That is why it is so close to the Hall of Reflection. And you have this one here. I like this one for it is the most remote I can think of all dark stories. Although my number one favorite would have to be my Catland, evil Catland, but this reminds me of the greatness that I seek, and how I will stop at nothing until I am high above everyone else, for I am a highborn Slytherin, even though I should be at Pig Farts. I really should have gone to Pig Farts. Pig Farts, Pig Farts, Pig Farts. That's where I should be, but now I'm at Hogwarts. Now, let us move on to the next thing. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me on this tour of greatness. This tour, that is my room of requirement.